Hey everyone, welcome back to Starland TV. Today we're diving into one of the funniest and most chaotic dating histories in sitcom history, Ross Geller's unforgettable list of disastrous dates from Friends. From awkward encounters to unbelievable wardrobe fails, Ross's love life was wild, so sit back and enjoy as we rank every one of Ross's worst dates. On Bonnie, Phoebe introduced Ross to Bonnie after his breakup with Rachel. Rachel initially loved the idea because Bonnie used to be bald, until she saw their chemistry. At the beach house, Rachel convinced Bonnie to shave her head again, confessed her feelings to Ross, and Ross ended up breaking things off with Bonnie instantly to try to fix things with Rachel. 2. Kylene. After Ross and Rachel ended things, for the first time, he brought Kylene from work to Joey's play. Ross clearly wasn't emotionally ready to date. He ignored Kylene the entire night while obsessing over Rachel's date, Tommy the Screamer. Kylene eventually gave up and left. 3. Mona. Mona was perfectly lovely. The timing simply couldn't have been worse. Rachel was pregnant with Ross's baby, and Ross was torn between handling the pregnancy and trying to date someone new. He hid the pregnancy from Mona and panicked over things like holiday cards. Mona ended it when she discovered Rachel had moved in with him. 4. Mrs. Altman. Not quite a date, but a hilarious chapter in Ross's past. In The One with the Rumor, we learn teenage Ross once made out with a 50-year-old librarian who needed help with a word puzzle. One thing led to another at the school library. 5. Adrienne Turner. Ross and Chandler had promised each other never to hook up with certain women, but Ross broke the pact by making out with Adrienne Turner in college. He thought he kept it secret, not knowing Chandler had seen the whole thing at a party. Adrienne considered it a one-time mistake, likely thanks to Ross's unfortunate freshman year hair. 6. Michelle. After Emma was born, Ross tried to flirt with random women at Central Perk to get back at Rachel, especially after seeing her kiss Gavin. He took Michelle home, but the night fell apart when she snooped in his medicine cabinet and said she wanted to be Emma's new mommy. Ross shut the door on her on the spot. 7. Joan. Ross scored a date with Joan from Hugo Boss and took Rachel and Phoebe shopping for the perfect outfit. Thanks to a bag mix-up, Ross ended up wearing Rachel's pink sweater to the date, and Joan showed up wearing the exact same thing. They awkwardly parted ways, never to see each other again. 8. Woman who spent a year in Mount Tibidabo. Worried about his dating dry spell, Ross took Joey's fake Europe backpacking story to impress a woman. But when he mentioned hiking near Mount Tibidabo, she corrected his pronunciation. She had lived in Barcelona for a year. The date spiraled after that. 9. Elizabeth. Trying to impress his date Elizabeth, Ross wore a pair of leather pants. A terrible idea. Overheating and sweating, the pants shrank. He fled to the bathroom, but once he got the pants down, they wouldn't go back up. After powder and lotion explosions, he returned home pantless and defeated. 10. Kristen Lee. Joey helped Kristen move and asked her out, but she already had plans. With Ross. After discovering they were dating the same woman, Ross and Joey competed under a $100 spending limit. Ross broke the rule by buying a $100 bouquet, Joey barged in, and after childish arguing between the guys, Kristen ditched them both. Alvin Kristen. Ross's first date after separating from Carol was doomed from the start. Carol, pregnant with his baby, happened to be at the same restaurant. Kristen tried to be supportive and even laughed at his terrible dog years jokes, but Ross was too fixated on Carol, and Kristen eventually slipped out unnoticed. 12. Jill. Ross briefly dated Rachel's spoiled sister, Jill. She was sent to stay with Rachel to grow up, but instead, pashminas and apartment pants. Jill used Ross to make Rachel jealous. Sensing Rachel's discomfort, Ross ended it, not wanting to sabotage any future with Rachel. 13. Cheryl. Cheryl was gorgeous, but her apartment was a full-on disaster zone. Trash everywhere, food stuck to surfaces. Even Ross couldn't take it. When he suggested dating at his place instead, she said his apartment smelled weird. That was the end of that. 14 Janice. Yes, that Janice. Ross dated her during a messy point in his life, feeling they had things in common, both divorced, both single parents. Surprisingly, it was Janice who dumped him, saying she simply couldn't handle all his constant whining. Classic Janice twist. 15 Hillary. Ross over-whitened his teeth for a date with Hillary, leaving them glowing unnaturally bright. He tried hiding them with weird noises, hand gestures, and even bread. But once the lights dimmed, his teeth glowed like a flashlight in the dark. Hillary was horrified, and that date ended instantly. And that wraps up our hilarious breakdown of Ross's most disastrous dates. From glowing teeth to leather pants meltdowns, Ross truly gave us some of the best sitcom moments ever. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more Fun Friends content. See you in the next video.